Oh, and they just slowly downs on him. Oh my god, he's actually buying it. I'm dying inside. Hello everyone, welcome back to Masquerade. And Shadow of New York. And today we're going just asleep now, in this precise moment. You're up early? Yeah, I told you too. Got work to do. So much work to do. I scratch. You scratch? That's admirable. Reminds me of that one quote you always used to throw around. What quote? A lot of people say you cannot smoke dope and get drunk when you got kids, and that's not true. You can, but you're still gonna get up in the morning. That's being responsible. A quote of Joe Rogan. I mean, he still managed. I mean, he smoked dope, but still, he wakes us up in the morning. That's one. I never understood why it was so hilarious to you. Neither did I. Just accepted the misery and made it my personal creed. I'm responsible person. Are we? Are you planning to have kids? Are we? Not a billion years. By the way, you're not. You got mail. I got mail? Since when I got mail? Okay, it's an envelope from Kazuya. Inside a message saying he won't be able to make it tonight, but we will rendezvous tomorrow to meet D'Angelo. He wants me to lay low until then and to stay in this apartment, if possible. Apparently nobody knows where Stamika is. They only know she's in trouble, and she doesn't want me near it. Okay, interesting. Well, what is it? Go to the next... Sorry, it just top secret shit. You know, just top secret shit. Almost caught myself putting you at risk, phew. Anyway, I should be going. It would be fun to spend some more time together, you know. I think that was the wise choice to do, if you think about it. You know, this is important to me. I know, but I'd like to know I'm important to you as well. That makes two of us. I don't wanna whine. You shut up. Just a few more days, I will find the killer. Kiss his ass and get a promotion, and we'll do something when we never done before. Like what? Good question. I'll think of something. But I'll catch up with your work. I need to get going. Fine. Good luck. Stay safe. You know it. This way is weirdly empty tonight. Well, after usual. I feel there is a big "what are you doing in this relationship" talk coming. I don't change my ways. Honestly, kinda surprised that it hasn't already happened, but most of the time Dakota seemed happy enough just to listen to the story of my own life. Even it's all boring and normal to me, it's exotic and engrossing to her. Guess I have that going for me. Oh well. I have no idea what to do tonight. I'll just do the obvious thing and wing it. These vagabond shoes are longing to stray. Right to the very heart of it, or wherever went. Are we not supposed to meet D'Angelo? Time to lose myself in these busy streets and pray that the answer I'm looking for are out there. And if they are not, maybe I'll at least found some amusement or blood instead. Prince of Cats. Camera shyness? I don't want to be part of a goddamn interview. Look, can I not bother to goddamn Saga? You're not listening. I kinda wanna check the Prince of Cats. I need to resolve this thing with Dakota. Going to run in circles on behalf of the court who wasn't stressful enough. Maybe if you sit to some quiet man who will help clear my head. The Prince of Cats. You can solve everything with cats. Just sacrifice them. There it is, the distinct vibe of an residential area. A sniff. And an unmistakable scent of casserole and velvet surrounding in a heavenly aura. I honestly thought that we could not smell things. The atmosphere of desolation makes us feel more like a purgatory though. There's not a single soul inside, and... oh crap. Looks like I'm not alone after all. Some guys exerting themselves climbing a nearby tree. I instantly take a step into a shelter to remain outside his line of sight, but I can barely see anything from where I stand. Stay low. Calling him out? 2 minutes go by and he doesn't make a single move. Yeah, Lord, even when you come across someone planning we're stunning this place. He's so lethargic as everything else. Whatever he's planning is definitely not worth the wait. My patient runs to him. Hey, free solo, get down here. The trapasser pivoted rapidly, startled by the sound of my voice. Just as he noticed me, he lost his footing and dived straight into the front yard of the nearest house. Oh shit. He drops to the ground with a muffled thump. Luckily for him, the lawn hasn't been trimmed for a while, and the tall grass cushioning his landing somehow. As soon as he recovers, the guy gets up and starts limping towards the fence. He tries to climb over, but quickly ends up back to the ground, clutching his legs in the pain. He turns to me and starts begging under his nose. Hey you, ouch shit, please, I'm hurt. Do me a solid and open the gate. Well, with his ankle twisted, he's not going to get out of this mess on his own, and he's not like I'm particularly law-abiding. Okay, let's help this idiot. So why shouldn't I help him? Just say where you are, don't move. I don't know how to. Oh, shut the fuck up. Relax, I got it. 2 swift bouncy steps, I reach the front gate. Obviously, it's locked. It's not like they ever stopped me before. Once I'm sure no one can see me, I focus my strength on the gate and pry until the quiet crack announces that the lock has given in. The extraction goes as smoothly as he ever could. I get in quickly, take a guy by his arm, and help him slowly limp out to the front yard. I let go of him a few steps later. Leans against the fence with a noticeable relief. Ouch, thanks man, I really appreciate it. The hell were you doing up there? Ah, well, this is embarrassing. More than falling on your ass like that. Me chuckles slightly and look up at the window, the same one he was trying to reach a few moments ago. This is gonna sound pathetic as hell, but my crush lives in the house. She said her father kinda hates my guts, so we get together in secret. Because of real folks nagging, she can't seem to make up her mind about us. She explicitly told me not to swing by her house, but you're still here. We thought it was a good idea to climb up the walls of her keep like a goddamn Prince Charm and charm your neck in her front yard. Charming my neck in the front yard. My remarks really gets to him. Yeah, but what can I do? Give up on her? When my heart of hearts. When my heart of hearts. No, she loves me just as much as I love her. Like blah 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 blah. And easy being this cheesy, she got you good, huh? That she does. Well, throw a rock at the window. Feel the opportunity to trespass, telling me to confront her father. Throw a rock at the window. I'm just gonna think. As I listen, familiar sensation begins to overwhelm me. Why are you looking at me like that? I really latch on his hair and drag his head back, then I bite down his ring, slowly country apart on my everlasting thirst with crimson liquid. I release his listless body, the feeling of being washed strikes all my senses at once. I instinctively look up and notice a mortified face of a young girl looking down on us from the window. Fuck, tell me she didn't see. How dare you in front of my house? Daddy was right. You're a piece of shit, please. You just stay away from me. I broke someone's heart. She shut her window fiercely enough to break one of the panes. Well, at least she didn't understand what really transpired. Take off just in time to avoid being being noticed by a furious family man who barged through the front door and immediately ushered out a poor prince who's still getting his shit together after my kiss. Another night, another fuck up. Better make myself scarce before the embarrassment catches up with me. All of a sudden, the world ends. Everything stops. I'm lost in the dark, and there's not even a heartbeat to guide me. Like sleep paralysis, except it feels as if Sunderling woke up from reality instead of a dream. That was actually a very quick section, to be honest. Very short one. Or maybe I just simply decided to cut it. Instinctively I reacted to it the same way I used to react. Whenever I woke up in the middle of the night, aware but not able to move or speak, just waited for it to pass. But instead of slowly regaining control, I see a bizarre room emerge from the darkness. Just look at her, flesh refusing its fate. God damn it, got kidnapped. It is. What the fuck? It is! It is not the one you were looking for, is it? He was led like a lamb to the slaughter and the sheep is silent because the shears he did not open his mouth. There is none righteous, not even one. There is none who understands, there is none who seeks for God. All have turned aside, together have become useless. If anyone curses his father or mother, he must be put on to death, okay? Raging waves of the sea, foaming up their own shame, wandering stars, whom is reserved the blackness of darkness forever. It sounds like Benoit. For we will wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual weakness in high places. And those days shall men seek death, and shall not find, and shall desire to die, and death shall flee from them. What the fuck? Are you preaching on me? Whenever I become one with darkness, there's always this nagging fear that it might be impossible to become Normal me again. Do you wanna be your normal you? Then instead of the shadows returning to normal, I will let my consciousness to be dragged somewhere else, somewhere between the worlds. So I'm actually waking up or is just a nightmare? Somewhere like this, wherever this is. This is the first time that fear has come true. Don't be afraid. Despite the to answer, don't do it. Yes. What? Did I read it correctly? I don't know. I misclicked. Haha, excellent. 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 I think I need to sit in this chair. Why? I think I need to sit in this chair. Oh, the option. I like the bottom one. I sit in the chair. Seeing the lean ears and unworthy of joy in the rest. However, the path is open in spite of obligation, liability in depth that will be repaid one day. Maybe it's Lasombra clan. And when she asks you what brought you here, let your response be a scent of death? Okay. Suddenly I feel my mind beginning to drift away from here. I am slowly starting to regain control over my thoughts. No, you aren't. Ah, thank you. Yes, I am. Fine, think whatever you want. God damn it. No, you're not. Fine, do whatever you want. I am finding myself in a dark corner leaning against a wet, cold brick wall. I think I'm conscious again, back from wherever it was awake, and in a familiar place? Well, I just hope he's still in New York City. I emerge from the shadow and see where I am. A source of light above my head momentarily blinds me, causing me to instinctively raise my hand. As I do, I hit some sort of garbage bag with my hand falls to the floor, letting loose a metallic din. What the fuck? Yeah, what the fuck? A woman? Tamika? I feel her hand grabbing my clothes. She brutally drags me closer. With one of my hands already above my head, I raise the other. Easy peace, I mean you no harm. How long have you been here? I don't know, I got no idea what I'm doing here. In general, really, it's like sometimes the force I control figure out how to control me. What are you, a junkie? No, you're a kindred. Yeah? Keep your shit together, damn it. I'm Julia Sawinski, a representative of the Lasombra, New York City. Camarilla? Uh-huh, I'm Camarilla investigator. But if you came here to catch me, you're gonna be sorry you tried, Miss Lasombra. No, stop right there. I wasn't ordered to catch anyone. I'm just investigating Douglas Callahan death. She surprised her. She loosened her grip slightly. Callahan is dead? Nothing left but a rotten carcass and a musty rope. Well, I'll be damned. I've been off the grid for too long. What brought you here? A memory from a different world popped inside my head. Yeah, I think I know the right answer. A scent of death. She lets me go. I rub my eyes and finally get a good look at her face. She's gorgeous, and judging by her nomadic clothes, a particular fierce aura, she's probably an outlander. Well, have a talk. We'll have a talk, you and I. Sure, what's your name? Tamika, pass me a smoke, will you? If only it cooled my heart, it will skip a beat right now. Tamika, I guess once again somehow, someone out there led me to the proper path. How? Sure, okay. I guess you're leaving the angel for last. Sure. When I pass her cigarette, I realize I'm standing in something wet. Something that smells tasty. Looks at my feet, I see a puddle of water mixed with blood. Oh, I get it. What the fuck? Where the fuck? Where's this guy first light? I have power guns and expensively looking outfits, flashbang, taser, old shoes, and specifically to combat the undead. I recognize the equipment from some horror stories I've heard. First light, as I use so calm. What are they called themselves? They all bleed out the same, usually before I have the chance to ask them a single question. Government-funded inquisitors. Some claim they connected to the US government. Some claim they are supported by an anti-kindred faction, the Holy See. Some have even wilder theories. Resolved by yourself. Have you seriously seen nothing at all? I shake my head. I believe it or not, I have no idea how I got here. I just kinda let the shadows guide me. Is that a Lasombra thingy? I never actually talked to any of you. No idea what you guys can actually do. Still learning the ropes myself. Go with the flow and that's it. My brains were just a few months ago. That's it. I allow Sherlock to embrace me, basically. So you folks are with the Ivory Tower now, huh? Last I checked, you were with the Sabbath. The chemists wouldn't forgive all of the trouble you caused them overnight. The Sabbath? Again, I'm practically still neonate. I just know there is a lot of bad blood between my clan and the others, and that I can expect at least one glare of pure contempt whenever I visit Elysium. Ah, I see. He's smoking sides for a short while. Are you acting alone? Say personal curiosity, an investigator curiosity, or collecting intel for Camarilla? Both? Doesn't matter, I have nothing to hide. Yes, I'm alone. Her queen on the East Coast benefits from these guys' stabs, but nobody wants to get involved. She flicks ash onto one of the bodies. It's extremely dangerous. Almost got me for good last year. Took me a few weeks to get back in action. Then why are you doing this? Those motherfuckers have an unfortunate tendency to hurt people I care about. My brothers, my sisters. I see. I don't know how it is in other cities, but here, funny enough, they only seem to target marginalized and radicalized kindred, once they could theoretically pose a threat to the current order. Meanwhile, the establishment in New York City hasn't really changed ever since Calibro's stepped down. Quite the opposite. Every CI raid in the city has only strengthened the old paradigm. Almost makes you think that their goal is something other than protecting citizens from the black bounty menace. Tamika throws her cigarette into the puddle, unfinished and crushed under her heel. See? Be like Tamika, crush your fucking cigarette. Don't let it burn down. It's a fire hazard. She obviously has difficulty smoking, like she only ever tried a few times. So she saw me carrying a pack and decided to try to calm her nerves after the battle. Or maybe she just wanted an excuse to make our conversation less awkward, who knows. So are you planning to snitch on me, Shadow Girl? And why would I do that? Let me get this straight, you really think I'm dumb enough to believe for 1 second that I'm a real investigator who just happened to stumble upon an alley where I just killed a bunch of SI motherfuckers? If so, you're the one who's dumb, sister. I guess I am. I guess I am. Looks like I need to show her I'm in business, just like I showed Natsia yesterday. Look, I couldn't give a two shits whether you kill 1 or 1,000. Or 1,000 SI operatives, wherever you do your thing. But I do think I might have been involved in a murder that actually concerned me. Callahan's murder. What are you talking about? I found this on his body, well, what remained of it. I show her the note, she tries to grab it to read it, but I don't let her. Aside from your name, I got Hope, Agathon, and D'Angelo, you know them? Personally? Any idea why Callahan will need a list of all your names? I might know why, yeah? Do you? Absolutely. Do you know a man going by the name of Toki? Uh-huh. Of course I do. You know about his connection to boss Callahan by proxy, the list and me? No, I'm all ears. Well, too bad because it's classified intel system. Ah, god damn it. It's always like this, always with the classified. I'm gonna find out. I'm really good at it. What do you mean by classified? Not free. Not free, great. I see we're in the position to, or could afford any sort of a quid pro quo, but fine, let's hear it. What do you want? She motioned towards the bodies. I killed too many of these assholes, they are tied into screws. As it is, New York City is no longer safe for someone like me. Well, not as it ever was. Oh man, bet you for something reasonable. What I need is a way out of the city. You offer that to me, and I give you the intel you need. Would you look at that? That's something I can handle? I can handle, actually, yeah. I am the immigration prosecutor. He raises her eyebrows. A surprisingly confident answer for a practical still and neonate. I'm something of an immigration officer. Psh, gotta say, you sound awfully close to a cop. Almost as bad, a bureaucrat. And of a secret pathway that will lead you to the West Coast 100% safe travel. If you took it, you'd be untraceable. Sound too good to be true. What's the catch? Wait until you see how much it costs. Okay. The only reason I know of this route is because a certain Gnostic criminal group reached out to me on account of my position and offered a mutually beneficial deal regarding illegal kindred travel. Normally I refuse, but they offer me the only thing that can buy me a lot of cash. I love it. How much you what did I do? No, they torture you. No, that was like cash. Okay. I'll fine then. Money's not the issue. The show looks like it. I mean, if you're killing so many people, you can just, loot the bodies. All those fancy guns, you just sell it back. Now that's something I never had a chance to ever see it in earnest. Okay then. Okay, so what happened first? Guess you want me to help you out first, huh? Of course, but would you even accept this kind of deal? Hell no. Right, so we need to think of something that actually benefits both of us. She lost in her thoughts for a moment and speaks up. Have you met Toki before? In the course of your investigation or before? I wanted to, but the Anarch side I only managed to meet Mia. She wasn't keen on the idea of the two of us meeting. Ah yes, Mia. Her expression betrays she got some vicious stories to tell, but it will be beneath her to divulge them. Too bad, maybe it could be a bonding experience. So here's the thing, a few months ago, Toki and I were together. Well, things happened, and long story short, I no longer feel close to him. but from what I know, he still feels close to me. Back when I thought there might be something between us, I gave him a ring that has a lot of sentimental value to me, and since this day sentimentality is all that keeps me going, I want it back. I want it back. I want back my ring. So my suggestion is tell Toki's people I sent you to get inside his base of operation, meet up with him, and ask him your questions, and convince him to give my ring back. You get to interrogate him, then I get to have my ring back. Then you hear my side of the story, then I get to leave the city with Jyhad. Everybody wins, more than once. They will really let me in just because they tell me you sent me. They will, trust me. Okay, that sounds strangely easy. That sounds too easy. What caused the two of you to drift apart? Irreconcilable difference in worldview. I see. Ah, sure. I believe Toki compromised. Well, assume so, but that's a diplomatic answer. If I'm going to involve myself in a relationship drama with two ex-lovers, I need something more to go on. Well, yeah. She picks her words carefully. Capitalites had become an element of his carefully crafted project image. Having me as a radical partner allowed him to present himself as a mediator while paying lip service to revolutionary ideas. A mediator, that's the 21st century for you. Everyone wants to be a middleman these days, and nobody wants to do what's right. You serious? I never hear about Toki from the until they talk about him like he's the second coming. If he never seen that, it is only because from time to time people like me pushed him into doing an uneasy thing. Have you heard of the Southern Wolf and Northern Fox? No? Both of them want to eat for you for dinner, but only the Southern Wolf makes it immediately obvious. The tricky Northern Fox makes eyes and allows you to pet him before taking a bite. Toki loves to surround himself with Northern Fox. They talk of compromises. They seem reasonable compared to the opposition, but at the end of the day, they have the eyes of the same prize: power. Here it is gives me a foreboding feeling, but I cannot quite nail down why. Foreshadowing. Like, alright, tell me where to go, I'll tell you where we'll meet later. I'm just chilling at Toki's when suddenly a shrill, loud voice pierced my eardrums. Okay, ouch, Mia. Can you go a little bit, not loud? What the hell are you doing here? Oh, yeah, it's the busy lady from Toki's inner circles. I'm here to see Toki. Are you always this pissed? None of your business. You're always this pissed off. Only when ivory tower bootlickers pop up during my day. If you want me to act happier, make yourself scarce. No can do. Your boss let me in here. The hell he did. Get out. Thought you'd be more open to cooperation after our last talk. Never. Not when you're trying to make a deals behind my back, bitch. Mia, it's okay. There he is, walking through the door, one of the most infamous New York big city barons, or some people started calling him the moment Callahan met his hands, the Baron of New York City. So you have to boast now. Toki, we talk about this. The situation is a little bit different now. Tamika sent her. What bullshit, I was able to track her down for weeks. Well, I did. And guess what? It took me one night, you clown. I've had enough of bitchy woman with the wig, so I cannot help but to put her down. She shoots me a hateful look, but Toki just tries to stay quiet. There is a reason to celebrate and not to get mad. Now if you allow the two of us to private conversation. No way, I want to keep an eye on her. You will keep an eye on the exit and that will be enough, please. He puts his best authority tone, and it works. No protest this time. Mia leaves the room. When talking to Mia, you mentioned cooperation. First I heard about it. I tried to make friends with her so that the investigation would go more smoothly. Feels like it wasn't appreciated. I'm sorry about her. She can be overzealous, but usually that's not a bad thing. Yeah, sure. So has she told you you've been trying to reach out for a few nights? I don't think so. Have you? Well, I'm the Dampers of the court ordered to investigate Callaghan's final death, so considering your connection to the case, I thought it would be prudent for us to talk. Ah, so that's you. Yeah, now I know you are probably anxious to hear about Tamika. I'm surprised to hear you two know each other. We actually met through this investigation. Anyway, I was swaying. I know you probably cannot wait to hear about her, but I'd like to ask you a few questions first. I understand. Good job. You know Douglas Callaghan? Of course. I did. We were both barons, keep having professional obligation to meet each other, but that was it. What was your private opinion of him?
Same as everyone else, a racist clown mentally stuck in the 19th century who spent too much time keeping the Anarchs down and glad he's gone. I mean, you're glad he met final death. Well, you know what they say, hate to see you go, love to watch you leave.
No, I appreciate so much talking.
Shame that he doesn't have the fedora anymore. Weren't you the first kinder who saw his corpse? I was, but it was his ghouls who found him. By the way, we established that some of them tampered with the crime scene. We're probably disciplined for that. Convenient story, let's move on. What's your alibi for that night? None, I was running around the entire night, taking care of various issues unrelated to Callahan, but I don't intend to divulge them to someone from the Ivory Tower. So you have no interest in proving yourself innocent? My official position was made clear. It's the Camarilla who are to blame. It's your job to prove me wrong. Okay. Curveball Mac, at least for once, can face a problem that cannot be solved.
Curveball Mac?
What is that supposed to mean? At least for once I can face a problem that can be solved with pure logic, not politics. And if I'm on your side, I should know of. Ask Mia, she's the one who handled the murder scene. I'm not privy to all the details. I hope that Angela got an idea who those people are. Cannot recall, sorry, so he doesn't really want to share. The evidence I found suggests potential link between Callahan and Tamika. Any clue? Knew both of them well, but as far as I know, they never met. That's it. Oh well, not sure that what I expected. He's the kind of guy that could only be pushed to talk if he has something concrete to push him with. Time to move on. But regarding to Kamika, finally. I got straight to the case. She wanted to inform you she will be skipping town for a while, that the SI is hot to her tail, and she needs to lose them ASAP. Oh, for I've told her countless times. If she's in danger, I will always be there for her. Thus, she thinks she can find a secure way out of seeing this situation. She's safe, so you say. She got some other fancy high places, she managed to get out. Meet, that's not what I expected to hear, or what I wanted to hear. But she decided to contact me. She wants her ring back. His aura changed in a blink of an eye. Ah, I see now. So that's why she didn't show up herself, and even faced me when delivering the final insult. Uh-oh, looks like a step on a landmine. She said the ring was a symbol of the trust she put in me, and when hell I'm going to give it away, not until she gives me the chance to explain myself. I need that ring to get Tamika to talk, but with the way she's acting, it doesn't seem likely we'd be willing to part with it. It might require some to act shitty, but maybe time to change my approach.
I think we should lie. Because if Tamika don't trust Toki anymore, I strongly believe Toki compromised. This is why he wanted to kill Callahan, but at the end he didn't. So there's something happened, some sort of compromise. So he's not to be trusted. Listen, it's none of my business, but I think you got something wrong here. Oh, certainly. She still loves you. Poof, he's only doe-eyed for a short moment. Because I hit him where it hurts. You say you just met her, how could you know? We fought an SI patrol together, that won me her trust, and then we had an unexpectedly honest talk, woman to woman. Then me in some way, if she's still in the room, I'd be far too embarrassed to let this shit escape my mouth, but Toki just nods, prompting me to go on. He's conflicted, she understands the painful realities of this world, but wants to hold on her ideals, that's why it's hard for her to stay close to you. Even though deep down she resentfully respects your slow and steady work, she still wants to give her own approach a chance. Oh my god, what am I doing? And why would she want the ring? To me it's an obvious message. What's wrong to put my hopes in you? It's a punishment. She wants to remember you by and to have the symbol of those hopes near her. To remind her there's always another way. Look, I know this is hard for you, but you're gonna give her time and the benefit of the doubt. I will pay dividends in the long run, still will make her realize that her misconception might have been wrong. Oh, and they just slowly downs on him. Oh my god, he's actually buying it. I'm dying inside. Oh, extra death. Oh my god. This is very dangerous, my dear. He takes the ring out and his eye pocket passes it to me. Go tell her I'll be waiting and that my feelings haven't changed. Of course. Should Mia lead you out? No need, I'll manage. I'll run. As I leave, I feel very self-conscious about the pace of my walk. I feel like I just got away with murder. Motherfucking hell, Julia, you killed the bastard. You killed the bastard. If he relays what I say to Mia, she will probably see through my bullshit instead. But, well, won't be my problem at this point. Time to leave. I find her already waiting from the Jewish museum. What is a Jewish museum?
Okay. How did it go? She raised her eyebrows and put her golden ring to her palm. I'm quite surprised, to be honest. Didn't think you'd succeed. Turns out I'm a diplomat and a good liar. From experience, that usually means liars. Yes? She looks at the ring with a gentle gaze and stories saving to her pocket. Oh, has he really changed? Who knows? I just met him for the first time in my life. I mean, unlife. Anyway, I'll keep my end of the bargain. Of course, it's time to keep mine. Last year, a certain fledgling appeared into the city. Ah! Andorea! An attempt to build a coterie. The list you found on Calihan, that's the list they got. They contacted each of us found themselves in a deep shit, as I Kaiser so violently. Some shadow players manipulating everything from behind the scenes, then they disappeared. Kaiser may popping on once again cannot be a coincidence. So Kaiser is still alive, he's definitely still alive. He's fine. No one knows where or why, it doesn't really matter. That happens when you punch away above your weight. Hope they are doing fine despite all odds. In any case, Toki got involved too, that's how I met him. Actually, he got hurt, didn't want to say how. Claim it could put anyone who knew in danger. Definitely. Whatever happened, it gave him the drive and desire for change. For 2 months, he was a beautiful kindred, plain and simple. But suddenly something in his snapped overnight. His tone mellowed out, his action became timid. His language became more befitting of a political science student than a charismatic leader. So what had to deal, probably. I assume he met someone who made him an offer he could not refuse, but no idea who that was. And then, one night I followed him when he went out, and I saw him scheming at the docks with Calihan. When he came back, he had an argument. When he refused to explain himself, I knew I was on my way out. And that wasn't. I understand. I wish I know that earlier. Might have confronted the fact with him and learned something more. He never told me about kindred. What makes you think he will have told you? That's true. That's true. She got a point, I suppose. Alright, thank you. Now it's my turn. Here is your way out. Go into the manhole below our feet. It's a map of the sewers. Follow the route and burn it. You'll be looking for one-eyed Nosferatu wearing a tactical gear. Tell him I sent you, then give him the agreed upon amount of money. What kind of route I'd be taking anyway? An armored van full of precious coffins. My man knows how to arrange them to allow for a nothing extra cargo. Her face darkens. The circulatory system. What do you expect? The rich and powerful always get the lot they want, one way or another. At least tonight one of their routes will be used for something good. She drops her shoulder in resignation and opens up the main. It's probably 100% safe. Fine, but remember, if it doesn't work, I'll be back at your doorstep with vengeance, see? If the last thing I do. I'm sure it will work out just fine. Just beware of a giant albino ghoul alligator while you're down there. Yes, there's a giant albino ghoul alligator. Tamika rolls her eyes. I'm not joking, I mean it. Sewer ghoul alligator? For information, it's just a story New York kindred told to neonats to mess with them, while they're still gullible enough to believe anything they hear about their new world. Oh, that makes sense, I suppose. Well, this is a goodbye. In a few months, you hear that the first light present in Los Angeles has been decimated. Assume that against all odds, it's still alive and kicking. Wow. You're gonna kill everyone again? Okay. You keep killing this indiscriminately. You might cross the line of no return, you know. Shouldn't you take it easy, for a while? Not until my brothers and sisters and blood stop being slaughtered. Care about what's left of my humanity, but turning a blind eye on kindred, I will be even less human. So that's the kind of person she is, and probably will be until the very end. It must be comforting in a way to know how your path will end, yet to follow into all the same. Who could never do that? Just one parting advice for you. Okay, you're back. We might be monster, but we were lucky enough to be born into a world that's even more monstrous than we are. If we rebel against it, we might still find a salvation. If only I could believe it. Yes, you didn't expect a preaching tone. Well, telling me it is. Because I think I have pretty good nose for people auras, and when I take a good look at you, I smell a penchant of ruthless opportunism. I smell a penchant of ruthless opportunism. It smells the possibility that you'll give in to the fear of the dark vision of the future which conjure in your head. I smell a controlling anger that might get out of hand and you get away from power. I smell someone who doesn't value the truth much. It's not much, it's just a hunch. It's not much! It's like, that's a lot of way to describe someone. He seemed too prone to giving into the Camarilla empty promises of safety and therapeutic bourgeois values. Yes, I think I should take offense on that. I hope you do. That will reflect on you well. In any case, whatever happens. See you in your next life, Julian. Safe travels, Tamika. I kind of want to just betray them to Camarilla. You fuck with Sophie! A revenge for Sophie! Skip the night visit to the church. I'm not in the mood to see Benoit. I'm still embarrassed about yesterday's outburst. Kind of pissed none of the clan elders in Chicago bothered to reply any of my fucking reports. My bias and feedback, nothing. I feel like I was left utterly alone. Kinda are. Besides, it's late. I always get back to the apartment early in the morning. And before it gets bright, it's getting risky to be out here so close to sunrise. Accident can happen. I'll be back early tomorrow night. I tend to surprise Dakota. Back? Yeah. How's work? All caught up? I managed to get my deadlines postponed. All our clients are cancelling and delaying orders left and right. Oh, jeez. Does that mean you'll have time to help me with my makeup tomorrow? We'll see. Perfect. Alright. I need to disappear before the sun catches up with me. Hey. Yeah. I love you. Oh. An easy silent feels through. I'm not getting out of this one, am I? I love you too. Already come up with one love story tonight. What's another? I love you too. I quickly turn away, avoiding to avoid looking at her sincere smile and leave to rest. Tiny wincing beat of feeling that she's going to die. It was a tiny wincing bit feeling Dakota is going to die. Don't know, tiny, I mean, just a little bit, you know. I mean, to kill Sophie, so I may as well kill everyone else, right? Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this episode. It's been fun meeting Tamika for the first time without being extremely pissed at us. And that's it. Have a lovely evening, have a lovely day, and have a lovely goodbye.